Good morning, children. Welcome to your Google class. Children, in our previous classes, we have studied lesson number 1, in which we have learned that what is food, and what are its sources. So, children, in lesson number 1, we have learned that edible substances which provide nutrients to our body are called food. We have also learned that food is obtained from two sources, plants and animal. So in chapter number 1 we made list of the food items that we eat. We also identified food items eaten in different parts of India. We have learned in lesson number 1, we have learned the variety of food. The variety of food. So meal could consist of chapati, dal, curry, another may be rice, sambar, and vegetable preparations like ladyfinger, brinjal, potato, tomato, etc. Yet another meal could be utpam, fish curry, and vegetables. It also contain curd, butter, milk, and pickles. So, children, we have learned that we eat variety of food because of its nutritional value, its taste, and also the ingredients availability of ingredients. So in lesson number 1 we have learned about ingredients. Children, you know the substance to cook food. We need some substances to cook food, and these substances are called ingredients. So there must be some reasons though why meal usually consists of such a distribution. Children, do you think that our body needs different kinds of food for some special purposes? Okay, so if I ask you that why do we need food, a simple question, simple answer is because we are hungry, isn't it? We need food only because we are hungry? No, we need food because we are hungry, as well as our body needs energy. Our body needs some nutrients to grow well, to fight against diseases, and to repair its damaged parts. So, the first topic in this lesson, what we are going to learn is what do different food items contain. In lesson number 1, children, I introduced you to what components of food, what is food, and in this lesson I am going to introduce you to what components of food are. So today we are going to study the lesson number 2, which talks about components of food. So the first topic in this lesson is what do different food items contain. We know that each dish is usually made up of one or more ingredients, which we get from plants or animals. These ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body for growth and development. These components are called nutrients. So children, today we are going to study about nutrients which which are provided by the foods to our body. So here we can see that food is made up of ingredients, and ingredients contain some nutrients. There are 5 major nutrients which are provided by the food to our body, and these are carbohydrates, fat, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food also contain water and roughage. Roughage are also known as dietary fibers, or we can say dietary fibers are also known as roughage. So now let's start to study about different kind of nutrients which are needed for the growth and development of our body. So the first nutrient is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So carbohydrates provide energy to do work. We do different kind of work in our daily activities, and to perform all the activities we need energy. Such energy we obtain from food that we eat. We eat different kind of food item which contain energy, which provide energy to our body. So these food items which contain carbohydrates, or they are called energy giving food. So carbohydrates are energy giving foods because they provide energy to our body. So there are some sources from where we do we get carbohydrates. We get carbohydrates from wheat, rice, bajra, and other sources are sugarcane, etc. So these are some sources from where we get carbohydrates. clearly that carbohydrate is an energy giving food. It provides energy to our body to do different kind of activities. We take carbohydrates mainly in three forms: glucose, sugar, and starch. Actually, plant prepare food by the process of photosynthesis, in which they combine carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and they prepare glucose as their food. They use this glucose and they store this glucose in the form of starch, which we obtain as a food from plant. Okay, they store this extra glucose in the form of starch. So starch is a stored food of plant which we obtain as a carbohydrates. So the main form of carbohydrate that we eat is starch. Next we study how to test the presence of starch. Here some sources are there, children. You can see there are some food items, the picture of side, like you can see that bajra, rice, wheat, sweet potato, potato, sugarcane, papaya, melon, mango, and maize. Okay, here you can see the children and here you can see that rice and wheat. Whenever we take food, one of the food is especially made up of rice and wheat because they are the rich source of carbohydrate. What do you mean by rich source? When we eat food, when we eat different kind of food, there are some food items which contain one type of nutrient in large quantity, and these are called rich source of that nutrient. Suppose rice contain carbohydrate, rice contains carbohydrate in large quantity, so it is called rich source of carbohydrate. So we now next we study about the test of carbohydrate. How do we test up the presence of carbohydrate means starch? This is very simple, but before starting this, before teaching this, I would like to tell you that do not try to do it at home, and children never try to taste any kind of chemicals. This is the activity to do in the lab only. Okay, so here I have taken cooked rice. You can take potato, you can take sugar cane, you can take sweet potato also. So take cooked rice or mashed potato. Add 2-3 drops of dilute solution of iodine. Dilute iodine solution. When you add 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution to the cooked rice, children, you will see that it will turn into blue black color. The rice which was of white color will turn into blue black color after adding 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution, which shows the presence of starch, Okay, the observation: if rice turns into blue black color after adding iodine, it indicates that it contains starch. Whatever food item you have taken, if it turns into blue black color after adding iodine, it indicates that that food item contains starch. Okay, so this is in this way you can test the presence of starch in the food. The next nutrient is fat. Okay, so first is carbohydrate, next is fat. Children, fat also provides energy to our body. So this is also called energy giving food. Though fat provide more energy than that of carbohydrates, more energy. But when we take too much of fat, the excess fat deposits in our body and cause obesity, which we call मोटा होना. इसीलिए बोलते हैं ना कि ज्यादा फैट नहीं खाना चाहिए, उससे मोटे हो जाते हैं. Although fat provide more energy, but we do not prefer to eat too much of fat because it deposits in our body and it causes obesity. So fat provides energy to our body, so it is also called energy giving food. And in addition, it also helps our body to use some vitamins. There are some vitamins which are only soluble in fats or oils. So fat also help our body to use some vitamins. Some sources are there. The fat, we obtain fat from two sources, as we have learned in lesson number 1. Whatever food we eat, it comes from two sources: plant source and animal source. So plant source: nuts, till, groundnut, soya bean, oils. All kind of vegetable oils which we use to cook food are actually obtained from plants. Animal sources. Next is animal sources. In animal sources, it includes meat, fish, egg, milk, butter, ghee, etc. They are the sources of food. Here I have written two words: oils and fats. Children, oil also is a kind of fat, but the difference is oil is a liquid in room temperature. All kind of oils are liquid in room temperature, and fat is solid, like butter, ghee, etc. So they are solid in room temperature. But oil and fats both provide energy to our body, both helps our body to use some vitamins. Now next, there are some pictures of food items. You can see the pictures of food items which provide fat to our body. First is plant source: groundnut, then till, then nuts. Okay, till, then nuts. And here some oils are there: cooking oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, coconut oil, and mustard oil. Coconut oil and mustard oil, you can see. So these all are the oil, these are all are cooking oils which we obtain from seeds of plants. Okay, next is plant source. Plant source, it includes fish, then meat, then eggs. It also includes ghee, milk, butter means dairy products. So these are the sources of animal sources of fat which we obtain, which provide energy to do different kind of work. The next nutrient which we are going to study is protein. Yes. Before study protein, we will study the test for fat. There, this activity you can do at home, children. I think you should do at home. To do this, follow the following steps. First, take small quantity of food items, and like groundnuts, you can take तिल, you can take mustard seeds also. राई होती है ना घर में, मम्मा सब्जी बनाने का यूज करती है. You can take that mustard seeds also. Now wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Take food items and wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. After crushing, children, you will see the oily patches on the paper. If after crushing you will see oily patches on the paper, it shows that food items or the ingredients contain fat. Result: an oily patch on the paper shows that food items contain fat. Food items contain fat. This is very simple activity you can do at home, and you can see what kind of food you are eating, or whatever food you are eating, whether it is containing fat or not. Next nutrient is protein. The third major nutrient of the food is protein. Children, protein is needed, or proteins are needed for the growth and development of the body. It's also help in repairs of our body parts. So proteins are often called body building food. Why? Because protein help our body. हमने पढ़ा ना, we have already studied that we need food to grow, and we need food to repair damaged tissues and organs. So that special function is performed by proteins in our food. Protein is needed for growth and repair, so it is called bodybuilding food. There are some sources. Protein is also obtained from plant and animals. Plant sources are gram, moong, tuar dal, beans, peas, soya bean, etc. Now animal sources are meat, fish, paneer, and eggs. Now we'll see the pictures also. There are some pictures of food items after study these, you can, it will be very easy to understand. After seeing this picture, you can understand that what food items contain protein. So first is animal sources of protein, peas. Then next is gram, then moong, chana, then beans and soya bean. They are the animal sources of protein. Now next is plants, sorry, they are the plant sources of protein. The next is animal source. Animal source are, if you are non-vegetarian, then this is very good, children. Non-veg contain a lot of protein like fish, meat and egg. And if you are not non-vegetarian, then they're also very good because you can eat a lot of protein and you can drink milk also. At least 1 glass of milk you should drink every day. Okay, because it contain a lot of protein which is needed to your body, needed by your body for healthy growth. Now we'll study about test of protein, how to test the protein, presence of protein in a food. To test the protein in the food, we have to follow some points or some steps. First step is take a small quantity of food containing proteins, example dal, or paste of gram flour, besan. Besan is used at by mama in kitchen. You can take it and you can make a paste of it. Now add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate. Then third one is add 10 drops of solution of caustic soda. After adding these two chemicals, just shake the mixture well and let the test tube stand for few minutes. Okay, after few minutes, when you see the solution, see the mixture, you will see that the contents of test tube will turn into violet color. Children, if the content turn into violet color, it means it contain protein, because when protein react with caustic soda or copper sulfate, it turns into violet color. So the violet color indicates the presence of protein. Okay, in this way, children, we can easily test the presence of protein in our food item. Protein is very important ingredient, very important nutrients which is needed for growth. But the amount of protein or the amount of nutrient which the people should eat depends on their age and also the physical work done by them. For example, the people those who are working very hard, they need more carbohydrates as they need more energy. Like you children, you need very much energy, more energy than the adults. Why? Because every day you are doing so many things, jumping, running, walking, playing, and so many activities to get your mama irritated. So children, nowadays you are at home, don't get your mama irritated. Okay, use your energy to do some good works. Okay, later on I will tell you what you have to do to keep your mama happy. Don't get your mama irritated. Okay, so you need different amount of protein also, because you are in growing age. Means the quantity of protein which I need is different from the quantity of protein that you need, children, because you are in growing age, your body is growing, so you need more protein than ma'am. You need more protein than me or than other adults, because your body is growing. So the protein is needed for the growth of body. Okay, the next we will study about. Okay, so here children, this is enough for today. Today we have learned about the components of food. We have learned about the three major components, their function, their sources, and also how to test their presence in food. In next lesson, in next class, in next session, we will learn about vitamins, minerals, and also water and roughage, because it's enough today. So that's all for today, children. Now the time for homework. I have given two questions here that you have to write your notebook. First is define the following terms: nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, energy, and fat. The second question is draw three sources of means you have to draw three food items for each. Three food items for carbohydrates like potato, sugarcane, sweet potato you can draw. Fats, for fat you can draw fish, egg, butter, and for protein you can draw peas, beans, egg, fish, etc. So you can draw the food items according to your choice. This is your homework that you have to do in your notebook. And as I always ask you, do not bother your parents to buy new notebook, children. If you have old one, you can do it in rough notebook also. If you have new one, that's very good. And if you don't have both new and old, just save my videos, like my videos, and you can do your homework later on. That's all for today. Have a nice day, children.